record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another diecast review. Now today we kind of have a diecast that isn't really accurate, and we'll kind of talk about why here in a little bit. But this is Joe Logano's 2022, number 22, Darlington race win. Of course, this was the throwback race. Honestly, Byron should have had this race, but you know what? They made a little contact, got into the wall pretty good, so Byron ended up losing. Logano got the win, unfortunately. But yeah, so we still have a good, well, somewhat good, I guess. I don't know what the throwback is to. I'm not going to lie. It reminds me of Bowman's throwback for 2018. I don't remember who it was to. Oh my god, I don't know why. I remembered the name for the longest time, and of course now that I have to say it, I forget it. But either way, it reminds me of Bowman's, car from 2018 for the throwback race. Again, I don't remember who it was. Somehow, I don't. Again, I remembered it for the longest time. Of course, I forget it now. But either way, I don't think that's who it was to. But this is the throwback car. I don't really like the paint scheme, to be fair. The big yellow spot for the Pennzoil kind of throws it off for me. I'm not really a fan of that either. Something else I just realized, there's also, it's like, okay, so what I was talking about earlier, I kind of got off track, but the rims on this car is gray. Supposed to be black, right? Now I'm looking at the tire lettering, and it's yellow. It's supposed to be white. So the tires in general are just wrong. Yikes, that kind of sucks. I don't know why they have it like that, but we're going to do a little bit of a rant about this. Not like a full-on, OBB style rant or anything. We're not going to do all that, but I mean, we should, but we're not going to. I don't even think there's any, significant damage to this car. Maybe, a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit on this side. I don't think the damage is off, too. I think there's not enough damage from what the reference pictures showed. The rims are wrong, and the tire lettering is wrong. So, I mean, I get it. It's a 1/64 scale, and now it's a little different. People can't say, oh, well, it's meant for kids. This is online. This is a collectible type diecast we're talking about here. This is the more expensive one. This is the more accurate one. So it's not one you can just go in and get from Walmart. You have to be at least somewhat old enough to go online, purchase it yourself through a website, have all your information, all that stuff. So, I mean, it's more than just a $5 car for this particular scheme and this particular diecast in general. So we will get into that here in a little bit. I will probably throw up some reference pictures about how the tires looked and all that stuff. I actually think Logano, if I remember, blew out his tires completely, and he had trouble getting back to Victory Lane, so I think they put on new tires. That may be what happened here, because I think that's how it was in Victory Lane. But at the same time, for the 124, it has all the rubbed off lettering and stuff. So I'm not really too sure how that happened or why it happened, but I understand if they did it for Victory Lane, they put on the tires that way he could actually get to Victory Lane and did it that way. Okay, I can see that and see why it happened like that. But at the same time, the 124 is accurate to when he was doing the burnouts and stuff. He had all the blown tires, all that stuff. So I'm not really too sure what comes to what here. Either way, we'll kind of dive into it here in just a few seconds. But let's get this diecast out of the box. Well, I said that. This diecast out of the box. Let's get this diecast out of the box. My mind's racing with trying to, no pun intended, with trying to figure out, what I'm trying to show you guys and whatever. So, I don't know. I'm thinking way faster than I'm trying to talk. So, yeah, it happens. Anyway, let's get this diecast out of the box. Here's the diecast out of the box, and the more I look at this thing, the more I'm realizing some errors. Now, if you look at the banner, oh god, if it can stop rolling away from me, it's way too high printed. If you can see that, it's literally cut off on the top. So there's another quality issue that's kind of concerning. Not really too sure why it's happening other than it being Lionel. But I'm going to show you some reference pictures right here. This is the tires. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how worn down they are. This is the black rims, by the way, not this granite type rim we got going on here. I'll also show you both sides. So this side right here, I believe, is supposed to have a lot more racer on the rear end and on the front end, maybe. I know with the rear end for sure, so I'm going to kind of compare that right here, too. So I'm going to put that picture there, of course, if I can find these pictures. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know why it turned out this way. I haven't seen, the 124 damage or anything, so I don't know if it's the exact same as the 164, or if, for whatever reason, it's just different. Again, I'm not really too sure, but either way, we'll have to take some looks about the some diecast reviews of the 124, see how accurate they are. Because I'm invested now. You mess with my diecast, you get some you know, pieces wrong. I'm going to investigate, and I'm going to see why. So, yeah, I'll look at some 124s and see if it's any type of different. So, I don't know. I'm assuming so, but I'm not really too sure. But got Pennzoil right here. Got the shell there as well. Got some confetti. Looks like blue, like a tan color, white, and yellow. If I can tell that. There's more on the deck lid. Looks like got a tan color, yellow, blue, and white from what I can tell. So it's a 4-tone color, or 4-tone confetti colors, I guess. You got the Pennzoil stuff there. Logano, which is cut off on the name banner. Again, classic line out quality right there. Anyway, you still got it. I guess it counts. There's a little bit of confetti on the roof. Not a whole lot. There's like a couple specks here and there, and then there's some on the roof rail. Got snap-on behind the 22. Got Logano on that rear name banner. Got Logano on the deck lid, actually. And there's some more confetti kind of piled up on the deck lid. None on the spoiler as far as I can tell. It's done on the back either. There's some pop rivets, though. Do got a little bit of race wear on the back end here. I don't know what's going on over here. It says thanks mom and dad on the back bumper here. Not really sure what that's for. 22 crew. Got shell, Pennzoil. Got the 22 there forward. Got the fake exhaust and the diffusers down here. Over here on this side, you got AAA Auto Trader. Got shell. And of course, there's your damage. It's supposed to be a lot more than that, I believe. But it's a little bit torn up there. I guess is where he scraped a wall or something. There's some confetti, like, I don't know, built up all the way around the bottom. I guess where that side skirt maybe sticks out a little bit. Kind of got piled up there. Got Pennzoil. Again, a big yellow circle. Not a fan of that. Discount tire. Got some more confetti. Got one winter sticker. Smoking Joe. So I guess this is a Smoking Joe throwback. Ford PPG Mazak Coca-Cola. Got 22 right there in a bronzy type, gold type, I don't know, thing there. Got the Goodyear logo in white. Again, the tires should be white as well, but they are not. Let's see, here got the Darlington logo, NASCAR Salutes logo. Got Sunoco there. A little bit more confetti around the front. Got some pretty good race wear around the front end here. Let's kind of take a look at that. Nothing really on the grill. Grill's pretty open. There's no tape or anything, but you can see a bunch of race wear. You can see some tape on the pins, or the hood pins, to kind of keep them in place, I guess. Got a little more race wear around the front end. And a little more over here, going down this side. Not a whole lot. There's some damage right here on the quarter panel. Not really too sure what that's from. I don't know if that's from contact with Byron or not, but there is some pretty good little, you know, roughed up quarter panel back here. But I mean, either way, there's a little bit more built up on that little panel. But either way, I mean, it's a good diecast. I mean, it's not my favorite Logano by any means. It's not my favorite Logano paint scheme. Not my favorite Logano race win. It's done all wrong. I'm going to give this like a 5 out of 10. I know I hate to, you know, sadden all the Logano fans out there. I know a few of them. But, I mean, you got to be honest. The wheels are wrong. Tires wrong. The decal quality on the name banner's wrong. Not wrong. It's just off place. Paint scheme's not really that good. Not a lot of damage. There's hardly any confetti. This doesn't even look like a throwback. It just looks like some oddball Pennzoil scheme. Either way, I'm not a fan. I'm going to bump it up to a 6, though, because, I mean, yeah, probably one of the lowest rating diecasts I've had on the channel in a long time. Again, I apologize, any Logano fan. I know, you know, some of them are out there. Just not a fan of this paint scheme, not a fan of the race win. You know, nothing is just appealing to me. If I didn't want to collect all the race wins, this is one I could have easily skipped on. But that's alright. Not every single diecast or race win is going to be fantastic. Not every single race win is going to be confetti filled, damage filled. You know, it's alright. It happens. But I mean, nonetheless, this is not really my cup of tea when it comes to a race win nor a throwback. So with that being said, I kind of hate the crap on it, but, you know, that's just kind of my opinion. But with that being said, that'll be all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.